What is up there, everybody? Citrus Aviation here for yet another video. Today we have Raleigh-Durham International Airport for y'all. This will be the Terminal 2 setup, showing the brand new terminal. This will be the first time I'm officially showing the new terminal in a video, so I'm really excited to do that. I know I've shown it in some past airports before, but hadn't really fully displayed what it is, what the terminal is, and also there are lines for basically every gate now. So let's get started here. We're gonna start with some of the aircraft that are taxiing out. These are some of the Terminal 1 aircraft, and it's notable that there is a new airline over at Terminal 1 in Raleigh-Durham, and that is Breeze Airways. They moved from using Charlie 7 and Charlie 9 over at Terminal 2, and they're now at gates Alpha 1 and 2 at Terminal 1. So Breeze Airways is the latest victim to leave Terminal 2 and become part of the Terminal 1 ULCC hub over there. So they now join Avelo, Spirit, and Southwest Airlines, and I assume at some point Frontier will move over as well. But yeah, at some point I'll also do a replica for Terminal 1, but for now I have the Terminal 2 replica, and therefore whenever I do these sessions I have to have the Terminal 1 aircraft on the taxiway. So yeah, Breeze Airways is the first one. This aircraft is taxiing out for the new service out to San Diego, which is new for Breeze Airways. They are operating at San Diego to 7 destinations, 5 direct, 2 with breeze throughs, and then he'll be going out to Portland, Maine, which is also new service for Breeze Airways. He came in from Portland, Maine, which is also new service for Breeze Airways out of Raleigh-Durham. So those are 2 new services for Breeze Airways out of Raleigh, and it's really exciting to see that as Breeze Airways continues to expand out of Raleigh-Durham and expand their focus city here. We next have a Avelo 737-800. This aircraft is taxiing out for flight out to Rochester and came from Albany. Really interesting to see those services for Avelo out of Raleigh-Durham. Of course, they do have service to New Haven and I think Fort Lauderdale out of Raleigh-Durham, as well as a couple other places. Very interesting how Avelo is operating. They're operating a similar business model to Breeze, but they have a different cabin product. Their cabin product is a lot more similar to like what the Legion offers, whereas Breeze Airways offers a 3-class cabin layout. Avelo is doing more of the LCC thing out of different cities, and they're kind of doing an Allegiant style model, which is very interesting to see. And yes, I am using the German Jets one here with the really awful wing flex, which is kind of annoying, but still, it is the only model of an Avelo aircraft you can get in 400 scale. This is the only one. Still, no one else has made another variant of it. German Jets is really the only one. I'm waiting for a better version to come out, but it hasn't happened yet. So this aircraft will continue to be used. Southwest, of course, has a major presence here out of Raleigh-Durham. They use gates 6 through 9, or they use gates 5 through 9. So they have 4 gates of their own over at Terminal 1. This aircraft is taxiing out for a flight out to Baltimore and came in from Orlando earlier. Air Canada CRJ-900 going out to Toronto. Here we have the American Eagle CRJ-900 going out to Philadelphia over at gate Charlie 10. At Charlie 12, we have an ERJ-175 that came in from New York LaGuardia and we're going to New York's JFK. Another E-175 came in from Philadelphia and we're going out to Pittsburgh. The third and final E-175 came in from Cincinnati and we're going out to Washington Reagan National. The second Air Canada CRJ-900 will be going out to Montreal. Air Canada does operate both Montreal and Toronto service out of Raleigh-Durham. And these aircraft are not usually here at the same time of day, but I did want to demonstrate and show both operations while I can. So you will be able to see both the Toronto and Montreal service today, but normally you will not see these 2 flights on the ground at the same time. Taxiing in, we have this Airbus 319 here from New York LaGuardia. There is 1 flight a day, I think it's 1 or 2 flights a day that are mainline to New York LaGuardia, which is great to see out of Raleigh. This is not something you're going to see very often here out of Raleigh-Durham International Airport, at least for now. It is the Delta 767-400 going out to Paris Charles de Gaulle. This was regular service on Delta Airlines, however it is no longer going to be regularly served as that service has now been replaced by the Air France 787-9 direct to Paris. So instead, SkyTeam partner Air France taking over the service. For many years, this was on the Delta 767. The service originally started in 2015. It was on the 757-200 for Delta Airlines initially. Then in 2016, that service got upgauged to the 767 seasonally. And I believe it was 2017 and 2018, that service became the 767-300 permanently. Shortly after the pandemic, with the return of the service, Delta upgauged the service to 767-400, which is what you are seeing here. So I wanted to demonstrate it, wanted to put it in the airport because it was sold here for Raleigh for a long time, and now it is being replaced by the Air France service. My Aviation 400 Air France 787-9 is on the way and will be here for the next Raleigh-Durham model airport video, and so you'll see it in that model airport video. So wanted to do the Delta 764 because that's what I have for now, but the Air France 787 will be taking its place here very soon. Pushing back from gate Charlie 23, here we have American Airlines Flight 174, who will be going out to London Heathrow. This is one of the oldest, I believe it is still the oldest international long-haul service that Raleigh-Durham has had, and it is in fact on the 777-200, and it's been this way since 2015 is when I think they upgauged this to 777 from the 767, and it continues to be on the 777 to this day. During the pandemic, it was temporarily suspended, but the service returned in, I want to say it was October or September of 2022, and has continued to be on the 777 ever since, and looks to be that way for quite some time to come. At gate Charlie 21, we have this American 737-800 that came in from Chicago O'Hare. We'll be going out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. Next up, we have the 737-800 that arrived in from Miami, and we're going out to Los Angeles. You can see the new GSC that I've added here, brought back to the airport. You can see the belt loaders there, the unpainted gray ones. They look quite nice, and I'm happy to have them. You can pick them up at West Coast Diecast. They're very affordable, and I believe any order that you do, you often will just get a free one included with your order, which is nice. But if you want to order bulk, like I did, I want to say it was like 20 or 30 of them. I did that at one point and really happy with them because they are great additions, and they just look great to put as GSC. They're not too expensive, and they still do the job of looking like belt loaders as they properly should. Preparing this flight to go out to Los Angeles. Here we have an American Airbus 321 coming from Dallas, Fort Worth, and we're going out to Charlotte Douglas. I'm very happy to add 2 more American 321s to my fleet that you'll be seeing in a future video here very soon. I think it'll be probably the next one. You'll see the unboxing of those 2 A321s. I've been needing some more, and I finally am getting some more A321s. Here we have an A321. This is in the flagship Valor livery. Came in from Philadelphia. We're going out to Miami. Here you can see Charlie 9 is quite busy here with JetBlue. Here we have the 320 that came from Cancun. And we'll be going out to San Juan. Doing the final loading of the bags here at Charlie 7. Here we have this Delta A220-100. We're going out to Boston Logan. This flight is now getting upgauged to the A220-300 on the twice daily service to Boston Logan. So that is very exciting to see those changes happening. And so far the service has done quite well. For a long time this was on the A220-100. This will now be on the A220-300, but I did want to demonstrate it on the 220-100 before it's upgauge. I think it actually did just start to the 220-300, but I wanted to start on the 100 before I start doing it on the 300. Here we have Boeing 737-900 going out to Atlanta. Here we have a 757-200 going out to Atlanta. Now this is depending on the month, either once or twice daily service on the 757-200. I believe currently for the month of May, this is going to be twice daily, but it's just super awesome to see a 757 flying into Raleigh, and they do fly to Atlanta, which I think is really cool. The most common equipment on the Atlanta service though is this A321. You're going to see about 4 times a day, 4 or 5 times a day, quite a bit of A321 service to Atlanta, and the most common type you'll see on the Atlanta to Raleigh route. So Raleigh-Durham is a focus city for Delta Airlines, as well as for American Airlines, Frontier, and Breeze Airways. But it's interesting to see how Delta has quite a few interesting mainline services. A lot of them here on these baby buses, 319s and 320s out of Raleigh-Durham. This aircraft came in from Detroit and we're going out to Fort Lauderdale. You see a lot of Florida services on these baby buses, such as to Orlando, Jacksonville, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and other destinations that are served including regional destinations, which you'll see here soon as well. A very interesting operation Delta has here, and I am very happy to see it. I'll be demonstrating more of these as I'm getting the NG A319 320 at some point as well. So really excited and very happy to do this airport because it's a unique amalgamation of operations from different airlines, and the market just continues to grow for Raleigh. So it's a very exciting airport and a very exciting time to be doing this for RDU. Here we have a 737-900 coming for Los Angeles. We'll be going out to Las Vegas. Here we have Alaska Airlines service into Raleigh. It is on the 737-900 and MAX 9 to Seattle. Currently the only service that they offer out of Raleigh-Durham. But here we have the MAX 9 today. Depending on the day, it'll either be a MAX 9 or 900. I decided to just pick a MAX 9 for today. One of the fastest growing operations currently out of Raleigh is Frontier's operation. Here we have an A320neo coming from Denver and will be going out to Indianapolis. The Airbus 321 will be going out to Philadelphia. The 737 MAX 9 for United will be going out to Houston George Bush Intercontinental. The 737-900 coming from Chicago and will be going out to San Francisco. The 737-800 is here on the Washington Dulles turn. The MAX 8 is here on the Newark turn. The Airbus 319 came in from San Francisco and will be going out to Denver. The ERJ-175 is here from Houston George Bush Intercontinental and will be going out to Washington Dulles. The fastest two CRJ-900s came in from New York LaGuardia and were going out to New York JFK. The second CRJ-900 came in from Cincinnati and were going out to Nashville. You can see in the background there's some ramp agents there preparing for the arrival of the last aircraft. And that aircraft is this ERJ-175 that's taxiing in, taking the gate, and he is here from Austin, Texas. So that is it for this Raleigh-Durham Model Airport video for May 2024. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. This is the first time officially doing Raleigh-Durham in like 2 years. I think the last time I did one was like April of 2022. So I'm so glad to bring this airport back and to be able to bring my vision for a Raleigh-Durham realistic model airport to life. This section here is kind of giving you an idea of what the airport's going to look like when it's all finished. I'm really excited so far at the progress I've made, and eventually this airport will be done here, and so exciting. I really have enjoyed every single one of you that enjoyed the first two videos I did. This is the third video on Raleigh-Durham, and there will be more Project RDU videos coming in the near future. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a great rest of the day. God bless.